So Gary Player is the founding member of the Nomads Golf Club of South Africa. He's also an honorary life member. So we're talking today to Mr. Player about the formation years of the Nomads Golf Club of South Africa. Mr. Player, how did you get involved in the Nomads Golf Club?
Well, a long time ago, Mike Florence, who was a very dynamic man, a great personality, and a person who liked to contribute to society, came to me and he said, we're going to start the Nomads. It's a wonderful idea. We'll be able to change the lives of many people, which the Nomads have so aptly done. And so I was so sad to see him pass away relatively early in life, but he really left a legacy behind. I don't really believe in legacies because everything shall pass. If you take the greatest man in history, Winston Churchill, who was my all-time hero, people are defacing his statue today in England. So I don't believe in legacies. You live for the time. Michael Florence did. We formed this association. I was the first member, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yes,
yeah, I think
indeed.
that's correct. And we went from strength to strength. And today the Nomads are doing such a wonderful job helping underprivileged people. As I just said, we have a debt to society if we're in a position to help. And so I must say it's an honor and a privilege to have been a member of an association that do good and have love in their hearts. Because today the world is so full of hate and it's a tragedy and so full of wars, which is unnecessary. So we're showing the opposite, which I think is an essential ingredient in our lives.
Absolutely. And Mr. Player, did Michael Florence, you discussed, besides giving back to the needy, also the furtherance of golf?
Oh yes, he realized that golf, being this incredible game, it's the only sport that is play and stay. Every other sport is play and away. If you play rugby or cricket or tennis, which I did, and I excelled at school with it, I loved it, but when you finish school, that's it. Whereas golf, you can play forever. Here I'm 90, playing 4 times a week, still playing well. I mean, golf is a game that can help all young people for jobs in the future. It's played everywhere in the world, and he realized this. Mike Florence had vision. He had vision, and he had these great ideas which have all materialized.
So, Mr. Player, Nomads was originally started with a different badge and a different name at the time. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, very much so. Ben Hogan, who I think is the best player that ever lived, and the only man I ever met in my life that knew the golf swing from A to Z. And I played a lot with him. I played my first US Open with him and got to know him, the hardest worker that I've ever seen in golf. And so we thought it'd be a good idea on our badge to associate with Follow the Sun, the movie that was made of Ben Hogan. And then, of course, we had from 1939 to 1945, which was one of the times of life. Mind you, we've never ever lived in our history of our world that there weren't wars, and there are wars today, and this is a tragedy. So we decided, for whom the bell tolls. These are people that gave their lives for freedom, and freedom is something that is so important, and it's dying in the world today. There's very little freedom left in the world today as we sit on this planet. And soldiers gave their lives for that. And we decided to give a lot of money in that regard. So in 1962, we suddenly realized we got to change and spread our love, not for one particular charity or idea, but to be involved in a lot of different ideas. And that was a great idea. And today we are practicing what we preach.
Would you and Mike Florence have ever have dreamt that in recent times we've raised 60 million rand for the needy?
Gee.
You would have laughed at us if we told you that at that time.
Yeah, well, when you start an association, you have a dream. And a dream is a vital thing in one's life. I think of my dreams coming from a poor family, struggling, living basically in a hobo jungle, suffering like a junkyard dog, which made me a world champion. So you never forget that. And you realize a dream is important. No, we never ever dreamt that we'd be raising 60 million and more at the moment. So it's a feather in our caps. And I say to every single person that has been a nomad to help change the lives and improve the lives of people, there's a special place in heaven for you.
How active were you in those beginning years of Nomads?
Well, I'm very happy to say I was extremely active. You know, I won the British Open, the youngest man to win it in 1959. And then I went on to win the PGA in 62 in the formation of Nomads, basically. Then I went on to win the US Open and the Masters. And in spite of that, I just had such a great feeling for the Nomads and the great work that they were achieving that I always came back and I played in my monthly game with Nomads. We changed dates, but it worked out well, and I made so many friends, and so many people have died having known they were a member of a Nomad, which was a very comforting thought, because everybody likes to feel that they help somebody in life. And these people, whether they're alive or dead, have done so much. And that's what we need in this country at the moment. This country at the moment has big problems. And we need more love. Ubuntu, as our great father Nelson Mandela said. We got to start practicing that a little bit more, and take a lesson from the Nomads.
We know that charity was one big pillar of Nomads, but you actually asked for Furtherance of Golf to be another pillar of Nomads. Did you contribute towards Furtherance of Golf in your hectic schedule?
You know, I brought out a lot of different golfers: Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Lee Trevino, Severiano Ballesteros, Tom Watson, and Tiger Woods came to the Nedbank tournament. And so that was a big thing. And when I played those private matches with them at prize givings, I always had my Nomads jacket on. And people would say, "What is that?" And it gave me an opportunity to boost Nomads. And then one of the things that I did, which no South Africans know, it's quite sad to think you had to go to your Prime Minister and get permission for a black golfer to come here in those days, which was a tragedy. But I went to John Foster and I said, "I've got a black golfer in America. I want to bring him to South Africa to play in our PGA." And he said, "Why do you want to do that?" I said, "I want to put a spoke in the wheel of apartheid in sport. That's my business." I said, "We can't go on like this with sport." And he said, "Go ahead." I was surprised. I thought he'd say no, because he was a staunch believer in apartheid. And he said, "Go ahead." And Lee Elder, the black golfer, came out from America. We played in the PGA. They loved him. We went around the country. We played matches. He visited universities, and it was just a great success. And that was a wonderful thing. And I was able to reciprocate for him coming to South Africa. And I got him to go on the first tee at the Masters with Arnold Palmer or Jack Nicklaus or Tom Watson, where we've hit off the first shot at the Masters. And he just wanted to have that before he died. And he died just after that happened. So it was quite a wonderful experience.
Did Mike Florence keep contact with you at all during the beginning years of Nomads?
All the time. All the time. I loved the man very much indeed. And in 1962, when I won the PGA, he said, "We got to get out of just being in the Transvaal in those days, as it was called. We got to go down to Natal, as it was called in those days, and we got to formulate and start a Nomads here." And it went off extremely well. Everybody loved the idea. And then in 1965, when I won the Grand Slam, the US Open, we sat down together. We said, "Well, look, we've got it now in 2 areas, 2 states or 2 provinces. Let's go to the Western Province." And that's when we traveled down in the airplane together. I get quite choked when I think about it now, and how well it's turned out to be. It's just a wonderful feeling.
Mr. Player, today, Western Province is actually the #1 club of Nomads. They got the most members, the biggest attendance at prize givings, the biggest playing fields.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it grew.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Mr. Player, as someone who's always invested hugely in charity work and golf development, you must be so proud of what Nomads have achieved over the past years since 1960.
Well, I certainly am very proud of it. When you think you do the scoring for the golf tours of the world, and and I know they pay you, and you use that money for a great benefit and a great cause. And you know, I was very fortunate to have two fellas like Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and we were the big three of the world, and we raised over $700 million, which is billions of rands, yes, for charity, and changed the lives of so many people. And I'm still doing it today, still raising millions of dollars to take to the black children of America, the inner cities, who haven't had a fair deal throughout history. So no, it's a great feeling to know when you die one day that you change the lives of many people. And golf is the catalyst to do it.
Our last question. You've been involved with Nomads for 66 years. Would you change anything about what Nomads is doing at the moment and how we run the club?
Well, you know, there's an old saying in English that the youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. And so what I would try and do is get more younger people, as young as possible, to be member of Nomads, women, children, people of all nationalities, and, you know, the Ubuntu thing, and spread that word, which you are doing, but you can always do more. And I think, you know, if you get these young people with energy, you've got to have energy in life. It's very important. And but you're doing a great job. And another idea, you know, having been very poor myself and played with such rubbish golf clubs, but I had a set of golf clubs. What we're going to try and do is get Nomads and people in the public. You know, at home they got extra shirts, they got extra shoes lying around, extra clubs lying around. Get them to you people, get them to the Nomad, so you can give the poor people something to start with. I mean, I would have been delighted when I was poor to receive something like that. And I think that to get, once a person hits a golf ball, you got them hooked. Because golf is a disease. It's a game that have kept millions of people alive. The presidents of America, they all played golf. I played with every one of them. And it kept them alive. It's kept so many sick people alive. Golf is more than a game. It's a contribution to society. So anything we can do to get people started will be a great thing.
Mr. Player, thank you very much for your time. And I hope you enjoy the day with the Nomads here today.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
It's a great pleasure.
Thank you.